So yeah, this is the 2014 Shelby GT500 that I said I would be doing. Hopefully it does not rain today, but we'll see. So yeah, I want to first thank... let's start over. I want to first thank all my subscribers and all my viewers that have been watching my channel. I want to say a big thanks to you guys. You guys are awesome. But anyway, let's get on to this car. So this car is a 2014 Shelby GT500. It is ruby red metallic with black stripes. Has the glass, does not have the glass roof. Has just about every option except glass roof and track pack. It does have the SVT performance pack, which includes the wheels, the has the torsion rear diff, launch control, Bilstein adjustable dampeners, and so on. But really beautiful exterior of this car. It is dirty, so please excuse it. It does have some bugs on it. It was clean, and then I drove it 5 miles and it got some bugs. Went right through a bunch of flies, so please excuse some of the dirtiness of it. This thing gets dusty so easily. It's insane. Just a beautiful looking car. You do have your Shelby badging back here, which I really think is awesome. You have your Shelby GT500 badge there. This does have quad tips. That's how you tell it's a 14. 13 and 14s have quad tips. This one is fitted with all-season tires. They're Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 tires. There's the Shelby badge on the side. Both fenders have them. There's your matching stripe down the bottom. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. It does have Brembo brakes on it. 6-piston Brembo brakes. Just an awesome, awesome car. Sorry if this is shaky. I'm trying out a new handle for my GoPro here. But as you see, there's no grill. It's just designed to force air all the way in. So yeah, pretty awesome. This actually works too, this heat extractor. If it's hot enough, you can see the heat from the blower coming out of it, the heat distortion, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop inside here. The doors on this feel really nice. Just wonderful, wonderful interior. I think it's a really good interior. People say it's kind of cheap. You do have some of that like up here. This does move, as you can see, but otherwise that's the only real bad part I've been able to find. Got leather here. If you can see that, there's a little red LED down in there. There's ambient lighting throughout this whole car. So yeah, let's open up the hood of this car. So the engine that powers this is a 5.8 liter supercharged V8 engine. Here's your big old blower up here on top. Big old thing. It is a quad cam design, 2 cams on both sides of the head. That's why the engine is so wide. It is hand built, as you can see. The owner of this has replaced the intake tube with this straight piece. The factory intake tube actually has a big muffler in it to get rid of some of that supercharger whine. This has a straight piece there, and you can hear the supercharger quite well. It does have the JLT oil separators. Both those parts are JLT. Beautiful engine, though. And as you can see, the heat extractor is functional. You can see through that. The only thing I don't get is this has a prop rod. This is a $65,000 car. Give us some hood struts, please. Because I think the Subaru WRX, which is like $25,000, has them. So that doesn't make much sense, but pretty awesome car. Alrighty, let me show you the key to this thing. Just a simple Mustang key, says SVT on it. Sorry if I have long fingernails, need to clip them. Pop the trunk here. As you can see, this does have the Shaker 1000 audio system with that extra subwoofer. Actually quite a big trunk opening for such a little car. This does have a custom cover that came from the factory with it. But pretty awesome. People are checking the car as they keep driving by. It's hysterical. Okay, let me set you up on the window and we'll hop inside here. Alrighty, so I know I didn't really do too much of the interior, but this car's interior is actually really good. You got soft touch materials up here along the dash. They're very soft, plush. This is all soft right along here. This does have the navigation system with it. So you get this nice big screen here. Very nice, actually. The shifter is perfectly positioned. My only complaint is I wish it was like a little bit taller. I like a little bit taller shifter, but it's very nice. And you got this nice white cue ball style. Steering wheel, a lot of people say it's big. I don't really think it is. I think it's quite nice. It's soft with the suede and the leather. Very nice. You get a polished Shelby medallion. There's no mistaking that this is definitely a Shelby. You do get a 12-volt power outlet right here, which is quite nice for a radar detector to mount here, so you don't have that cord that goes all the way down. It's like as if Ford knew they'd do that. GT500 along here. This is all actual aluminum. It's cool to the touch, which is pretty awesome. You got leather along the sides. This is a little cheap, this plastic here, but that's to be expected. It is a Mustang. They use the same interior for all of them. They just make different tweaks for the different models. These Recaro seats are optional. I think they're like $1,900 option, but they are definitely worth it. If you're buying this car, and if you don't want heated seats, go for the Recaros. They're excellent, because the standard seats do come heated, but you have to get the Recaros. This is a performance car. Very nice leather. The leather quality is actually pretty good in this car. Back seat space, I'll be throwing a little shot at. It's actually pretty good. I'm 6 foot. I can fit back there for short journeys. Probably 30 minutes would be a max. But it's not bad. It's not as good as a Challenger. It's definitely better than a Camaro. So it's pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it up. Put the key in here. Wow. If you want more exhaust footage of this Shelby, you can check out the other video on my channel. It's a pretty awesome video of all the exhaust footage I have of the car. The infotainment system here is pretty awesome. You do have navigation. It's actually quite detailed. I like it better than the new Ford Miley stuff they have, but very excellent. You do have a center display here. It tells you all sorts of stuff. Boost, air fuel ratios, all sorts of stuff. The shifter is very short. I have trouble. I miss certain gears. It's just, you know, I'm not the best. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not the best stick shift driver, but it is kind of notchy. It's a little bit hard to get used to. The clutch is another thing. You got about there's like 4 inches of movement, but towards the top is right where it engages. So it's kind of hard to balance that on hills and stuff. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty easy to drive once you get the hang of it. You know, nice. It's just a really nice interior of what you'd expect. The only bad thing, this does not have the glass roof, which is pretty awesome. Pretty slick for that. But yeah, let's go take it for a drive. Okay, setting off in the Shelby GT500. I will say, if you hear any vibrations and clicking, it's from the camera. There's no rattles whatsoever in this interior. So I have a rubber band on there to try to minimize that. Wonderful exhaust note. It's not too loud at idle. Sometimes they can get a little loud. If it sounds drony in the video, it's not in real life. It's just probably how the camera's picking up some frequency. But it's really a nice exhaust. I'm barely touching it. It was just spinning like crazy on the gravel. Yeah, once this gets up to temperature, a lot of the noises go away, but it does make a little bit more noise than you usually would find on a manual. But it's very definitely well oiled. Like I know this is like the biggest motoring thing people use, but it's like a well oiled gun. Is how it feels once it gets warmed up. Right now it's still a little bit cold. The clutch is a little cold still, but otherwise it's very nice shifting. The steering feel in this car, it's light, but yet it loads up. It is electric power steering. You can choose different modes between normal, sport, and comfort. I have it on normal right now. You can select for shock positions, normal and sport, and there's launch control. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I got the, let me see, I'll pull up my inlet air temperature. It's 55 degrees, the inlet air temperature. Oh, we got some sun coming out, that's cool. a very, very nice driving car. It's very, it's not as refined as like a European car. It still has that very American feel to it, if that makes any sense. Kind of rough, and you know, you gotta take it by the scruff of the neck and beat it up a little bit to get it to do what you want it to do. But it's such a, I don't want this to be a sexist comment, but it's definitely a very manly car. I'm sure there's women that drive them. I'm not saying they can't or anything. I'm just saying it feels very manly. So hey, if there's a woman that drives one of these, I would love to see that. It'd be awesome. But it's just so, it's got so much power. This car does have 964 miles on it. I'm not going to push it too hard today because it's still just under its break-in period. I don't want to do that to the owner, and plus it's not my car. Yeah, just to be clear, I think some people have been thinking that this car is mine. It's not. I just have had it for the past couple of days. It's not my car at all, or anywhere near my car, so just to make that clear. Sound system in this is excellent. It has a very lovely, it's not too bassy. It is bassy. You do have a lot of bass, but it's excellent. That sound system is one of the best. Okay, so here comes a straightaway. As I said before, this car has 662 horsepower. It's a couple hundred pounds lighter than a Challenger Hellcat. Let's see if we can get this thing to hook up in first. So here's first. We're doing about 10 miles an hour. I'll count out the speed. So here's 20 miles an hour. That was well over 80 miles an hour. Boy, this car's a handful. Oh my gosh, it's a handful. It's such a handful to try to get all that power down. That's with traction control on. I spun through first. I went to second. The second gear in this is pretty noisy. But as you can see, I am no manual expert. So, man, that's a lot of car. That was 80 miles an hour and nothing flat. That's amazing. This car is so fast. Wow. Okay. I have to do that again once these tires get warmed up a bit. And this car, I let off because the car in front of me looks like a cop car. I think it's one of those Crown Victorias that somebody's bought that used to be a cop car. But I let off. But that was touching 95-ish. That's an exciting car. Now, you gotta remember, I am at high altitude here. I'm over a mile above sea level, hence the name horsepower 5280. 5,280 feet is what Denver's at. I'm just a bit higher than that here in the Berthoud Meade area of Colorado, so it's not going to be making as much power as sea level, and we only can get 91 octane fuel here. So, but excellent car, my goodness. This shifter though, you have to get used to it. It doesn't feel very positive, if that makes any sense. I'm always second guessing myself when I'm putting it into a gear. It's just an odd thing. Oh, look at their baby lambs. Let me see if we can scare them. Oh, I scared them! They went running! Oh, that's evil. Do the little Dr. Evil thing. Okay. Let's see here. Let's talk about that power again. Hopefully there's nobody around. Wow! Holy crap! Holy crap! Okay, that's seriously fast. Oh my goodness. That is so fast. I'm gonna go around this tractor, dude. That is so quick. Here, let's I'm gonna pop it into sport that and sport steering. Let's go around these corners here and see how it feels. Oh, it handles really well. Oh my, oh, whoa, it took a hop on me there. This car is scary fast, people. This is a scary fast car. Wow. Here we go again. This thing handles. This thing handles. I don't know what people say Mustangs don't handle. This thing handles. Tires are heating up. I can hear them. They're sticky. Yeah, this thing handles. Excellent brakes too. Everybody's like, oh, the brakes fade. I haven't noticed that my whole time driving this car. Wow, it's excellent. Here, let's turn around here. Because this road actually goes into a gravel road. I don't want to go off-road in a Shelby. Wow, is it fast, people? It's so stinking fast. Man, this gearbox is so, it's just so raw. It feels like a full-on like race carring type of gearbox. That's what it really feels like. I got everything in the sport modes. I feel like they turned the power up here. I'll downshift here. Tractor came in the way. Yeah, if you've also noticed, this car is very quiet too. I mean, at highway cruising speeds, it's a very quiet, comfortable car. It's almost on GT levels of going, you know, type of road trip feelings of the car. I could go across town in this thing. I mean, across the country in this. It's so comfortable. It really is. It's awesome how comfortable it is. So we're actually going by where I went to school. Mead High School, not Mead, Mead Middle and Mead Elementary is where I went for elementary middle school over here. Okay, what is this lady waiting for? Is she like staring at my car? Oh no, she's reading a book. The blinker's really cool. It's sequential. It does this little sequential thing. So I'm in second gear. We're going about 20 miles an hour. It's a little clanky and, you know, it feels like a race car is what it really reminds me of. I have been in a race car. It was a 66 Corvette, fully built, you know, full-on TDA style race car. That's what it reminds me of, is it really feels kind of like that solid axle feeling, all that power, and a heavy-duty gearbox and clutch. That's what this car is. It's definitely not no little BMW or something. This is a full American type car. Ride is very compliant. It's a very compliant ride. It's not beating me up at all. I would love to see how the ZL1 and the Camaro ZL1 and the Dodge Challenger Hellcat feel. In terms of ride, but probably won't get that chance for a while. There goes a Busa. There goes a Hayabusa. That's awesome. So yeah, very, very awesome car. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little review of this car. This car, you have to go and ride or drive in one, because this car it's something else. It's something that I can't show you, explain to you how this car feels. The visceral experience of the noise, the gearbox, just everything. It's excellent. So I recommend you definitely go and test drive one of these before you buy a Hellcat. If you can still find these out there. I know the Hellcats are everywhere. There's only I think 100 of these left on cars.com. But I say if there's one in your area, I definitely recommend checking it out. Because I know that's a lot for me to say about the Hellcat and this and that. I'm not going to say it's better than the Hellcat, or the Hellcat's better than this. I'm not going to get into a war over that. But this really is excellent. It really is. So that's going to do it for me today. I want to say thanks to all my subscribers and viewers, and I hope you enjoyed this review of this Shelby GT500. I will be doing a POV of it and a in-depth tour of all the features that it has, and other things. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching.